Get on down now. Get on down now. Boop, boop, boop. Hannah's all dancing up. Hannah, get down, Hannah.
Hey,
Got to pull you down. She's up on the desk, everybody. Oh, Hannah.
Hannah, get off the table. Hannah.
You're not only a beautiful singer, you are. Wow, look at those moves. Wow. Hannah. Welcome back, everyone. WPRK.
Oh, my goodness.
WPRK 91.5. I'll say WPRK.org today because it's a very special day we're having. Giving Day. Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, lovers. You know, Frankie loves all of you. Hannah does too. Don't you love everybody?
Oh,
Hannah?
I do.
Just everybody.
All the WPRK listeners. I'm in love with them. Every single one.
Okay, not just us you love. Well, we know you love other stations and other things, other people. You went canoeing the other day.
Paddleboarding, yeah. Yeah,
See,
for
now
5
that-
hours.
Now that is what I need to talk about another hour for two. Two things I'm afraid of in this world. One are pickles. Just another whole story.
Okay.
I'm definitely afraid of anything to do with pickles. And also, paddleboarding or canoeing in Wekiva River.
Yeah.
Did you see any of Mr. Green, the big lizards? Did you see
The
them?
big lizards? No.
Did you see him pass under your
Not
board?
this time. No. I've never seen a big gator there, which I know they're there. I know they're there, and I've heard them, but I've never seen them. But we did run into a little river otter. That was adorable.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you sing to him?
No, he was busy.
Like a little, washboard. Did he have a washboard on? I could
Oh
see,
my
what was that?
gosh, stop. That's so cute. The little spoons thing.
Uncle Jughead Band. What was that? Anyway. You going down the river probably got inspired with some music and in nature, right?
Yeah,
Does
it
nature
was so
inspire you a
beautiful.
lot?
It really does.
Because you have a lot of those sound effects and feelings in your songs. You just did an incredible performance out there. We're out there. Welcome to PRK 9.5, the best investment radio. Having a very, very special today. We have got live music going, and the lineup has been just amazing. We've got music going all the way till 9 o'clock tonight. Please stay tuned. Tell your friends to tune in. We've got or ask your friends nicely to tune in. You don't have to tell them what to do. But we don't do this a lot, everyone. You know, we're never really asked for a lot of green money and all, but it's really important to give the training to our beautiful staff that we have here. Software updates. The station is beautiful. If you've been around Orlando a long time, you know that there's been on and off and moving around, and the brand new studio that got rebuilt. You know that, Hannah, because you've been here for so long. You're a graduate from Rollins. But for the last 70 years, this station's been supporting locals, and we're really, really proud to say that number. And we surpassed that number in donations, which was our buddy Greg Golden, our station director's goal, along with ours. Please continue. That was a small goal. That was the first goal, I'll tell. We're wanting, no matter the donation you'd like to possibly hand over to your station that we love, to continue this great entire live music scene that we're doing, and just to have the sound working around for us. Thank you, everyone. Nick G from To a Certain Degree, thank you, buddy, for hosting the first part of the day today. What an incredible professional on the microphone. I aspire to be him one day. He's such good. So, Hannah, that was beautiful. You did like 5 songs for us. Some from your is it an EP or is it a CD? It's a full CD. To me, it's a masterpiece.
Technically, it's an EP, an extended play, because it's only 5 or 6 songs.
I know people are already asking me on Facebook and where can they get that from? Where can they go support you with that and get that on Kickstarter or Kickstarter, Bandcamp, on Spotify.
Yeah, it's on every major streaming service, all the social medias. You can just search Hannah Stokes Hollow Bones or just Hannah Stokes. It should come up. Not many Hannah Stokes is making music out here, so pretty easy to find.
HANNAHSTOKES.
Yep, like stoked.
And
Stokes.
and real quick, you said we've mentioned a couple times you're a graduate from here. You call yourself an Orlandoan.
Yeah.
And you inspire everyone around you. The music is very. I keep going back to this in my head. It's so world. You know when you hear music that. As a writer, sometimes, and you're a writer also, you're a great poet also, your lyrics are wonderful. I've had this thing with writers. When they start writing, it's so personal, people don't really understand.
Right.
They go like, well, that's sweet. That's a nice little poem. That's some good words. But I wasn't there with you at that 7-Eleven on that when the moon came out and you had your first kiss. And
The
then when you
7-Eleven.
keep writing, I'm just saying, I think
So romantic, Frankie.
that's what I'm telling. That's my point I'm making.
Right.
So then you keep writing and you think, I have a voice here and a form and a passion and an art. You want to save the world, like society. I'm going to go out and save the world,
Right.
and we're going to save all the children. We're going to support all the whales and clean all the oceans out, and that's nice too. People, these grand, beautiful ideas. But then you keep writing, which I think that your music is so relatable and inspiring because people feel the feelings. They may not have been there with you at that certain moment or that time or that city, but they're there with the feelings.
Yeah.
And we have some ages between us, and I do favor soloists and singer-songwriters. This is who I've always been. But when I heard your music, it really hit me to the heart. And I've told you this a couple times, and you're right in front of me. You're right here. I can tell you right now instead of just trying to express it on Facebook. And everyone out there, I think, may have heard the same thing. When they do hear you sing, there's a smokiness. There's a relatable, beautiful message that you're giving, and it's very inspiring. About love, but also the past, healing things from the past.
Yeah, for sure.
And being okay with it.
Yeah.
And moving on to the forward with new things. And I know that, you're in a beautiful relationship. I know, and that has a lot to do with your music also too, as it always does. But even if you do the same type music, it would be beautiful. But I know that there's so much more coming from you. Do you see that with your music when you finally got it recorded and out to the world? Do you feel like this is just one level of the onion? What's coming? Is what I'm trying. What's coming from you? Do you have any idea? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, like you're saying, it's kind of like the more you do it, the more you kind of get to the bottom of who you are and what your message is and what your purpose is and how that evolves and such. So, when I first started, there was a lot of music about, my ex-boyfriend and blah, 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 which it's like, that's a very real feeling. And again, that's super relatable.
Which needs to happen.
Yeah.
And
everybody's going to have some of those.
We just talk to the students out there. We're not saying that what you're writing now is crap. We're saying that it's just a level you go through where you are so relatable.
Yeah.
And I had not, and
that's good.
Just cold listening to your music, new time fans, or as I was when I listened to your CD, I'm calling it your music, Hollow Bones. It just really struck me in the heart as the truth. Because I know I may not be the best music historian or arts historian, or I have a room full of albums that I'm not sure exactly what I have. You've been in the room.
Yep.
But I know the truth in music. And I told you this our first interview.
Yeah.
I heard your truth. And that's what all people really want from musicians. They relate to, if it's a punk band or, a hip hop group, they hear that truth. So this is your truth.
Yeah. And that really is my mission statement. My mission statement is, how I describe myself, word weaver, song stringer, truth seeker. So that really is my
say
whole
that again slower.
Word weaver, song stringer, truth seeker. Those are the elements of my brand, of my music. So, word weaver, I like to focus on the poetry and making sure it's, impactful and, like you said, inspiring or relatable, but also elevated in a certain way to kind of bring you to that next level of understanding your own feelings and your own life. And then the song stringer part, putting that to the actual music and creating beautiful orchestrations and arrangements that, you can enjoy and that move you. And then having that element of truth of just like uncovering who we are together. Because, all my songs are very personal to me. And I think it's funny because, some people will be like, oh, I liked that song. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's about this experience I had. And it's like, oh, wait, that's like real. Like, that's for real. And it's like, yeah. All my songs are so real and so personal to me. Like, I don't just write just to write. I like to write things that help me express my things that I've experienced, express things that I think and feel that I'm, kind of working through as I'm going through life. And I hope that my music can be that for other people as well, to help them really unpack their feelings and their traumas and their experiences, whether they're positive or something that's a little bit more difficult to work through. I hope that my music can be there to be almost like like a guided meditation almost, right? You can put it on and like just kind of just like meditate or, explore. I like to say it's like road trip music. You just put it on and kind of zone out,
right.
and just and go through it. So I hope people have that experience when they listen to my music. Because yeah, that really is like what my purpose is to kind of find the truth of who I am and help you guys along on that. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, I'm here to tell you, mission accomplished.
Great.
Word weaver. It's incredible music. And before I don't think a lot of people say, but I think that our experience together right now and spots like this at WPRK are very special. And everyone out there knows that this station supports musicians as yourself, and the times we're going to have with this live studio one, you're experiencing it with us live as we're learning the equipment and having this opportunity. I want you back on the show, because we've got so much to talk about. We always have. Thank you so much for being here. Anyone you mention out there, anybody, musicians maybe on the Hollow Bones especially, could you maybe mention some of those musicians? Because we know we have so many friends in town, and it was such a beautiful album music. I've called it everything now. Release. Who's on that album with you?
Yeah, so I mean, starting with Rollins alumni, Professor Dan Flick did all the violin parts on that for the first song that I played, This Mountain. He did it. Gorgeous arrangement. Yeah, I said, hey, Dan, you're helping me with all these songs. You want to just play on it? And he was like, sure. How does this sound? And I was like, yeah, that's freaking perfect.
Nice.
So he helped me with the viola parts, actually, not violin. And then the bass was performed by another alumni, Bryce Hayes. We graduated together. Nice. Keyboards by Patrick Moreno. He's my keyboard player. Love that guy. And then the drums were recorded by a gentleman named Chris Lane, which we don't work together anymore because he's doing different kind of stuff. We kind of went separate ways. But he was there years and years ago helping me write drum parts for these songs when I didn't know anything about percussion,
nice,
years ago.
Nice.
So yeah, he was a big part of that. And then there's a little guitar solo by Carlos DeSoto in there in the last song. So a lot of various artists on there.
Well, it's beautiful. Please check out our buddy here, our friend Hannah Stokes. Check out our music, and we'll have this all on our podcast. And I'll also thank you for being here once again. Everyone out there listening, we are in the middle of our Giving Day, giving each other love right now, and local music, original music. Thanks for being a part of it.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
We'll see you around soon. And your next Bynx night is when?
This Friday now that I say that, I'm like, what's the number? The 17th? What day is it? Let me check my calendar. Friday the 17th. Yep, I know what I'm talking about.
Friday the 17th?
Yep, we got Inspired By at Uncle Lou's on the 16th, this Thursday, and then Songwriters Rising at Bynx the 17th.
Great. Stay tuned, please. Hannah, thank you so much for being here. Frankie Messina with you, going through our Giving Day live music. We've got another live musician coming up here very soon. Caitlin Clark's going to be up here in just a moment. Please stay tuned, and we'll be back in one moment. Love you, Hannah.
Love you too, Frankie.